areas that are numbered between 44 and 47. On the left side, whoa, I wouldn't have even thought of this because I didn't even see it, but thrill that have a cartoon cover, like there can be a Sonic. Hello and good. I was about to say it again, you guys. I was just about to do it again. Oops, I was about to do it again because the time is 11:15 a.m. here on December 1st, 2024. So, speaking about the year, it's the beginning of the end. And so I've been thinking consistently in the last 3 days of whether to do whatever that one thing I did at the end of the year between 2019 and 2021 was, a NM2F thing, whatever. But you sure will remember when I bring it up this instant. 5 years ago, I had brought out a group of balloons that remained from the Halloween party, writing 2019 on it. I popped them with a knife, and when I flushed them down the toilet, I did this No More 2019 Fest kind of thing. So that was the No More 2019 Fest. Well, that was an over dramatic year of my life. Way too many fights, and it was really tough. I got that idea from this comedian, John Oliver, which you might know him. He goes on stage and talks comedy, makes the audience laugh. And there was this one video that he did, like a end of year review kind of thing, looking back at what has been a turbulent year. Looking back at what has been a rough year kind of thing, like the worst losses of the year, the most brutal events of the year, and so on. And I did a No More 2020 Fest as well, which I think you might have liked a little bit more because that was different. That was basically the biggest challenge that as a planet we had dodged the barrier of. And 2021 was also different, kind of, because it was a year that I should have had the confidence after having graduated from high school. Then at some point, again, way too many fights, but then it got even worse when it came to some fights in the traffic, like some fights in public and this and that shit. And so at the end of the year, I did that. I didn't do No More 2022 Fest or No More 2023 Fest because it didn't come to a point that it all became too much. But I am going to do No More 2024 Fest on December 22nd. Unlike the other 3 times I did this show, I'm not going to be myself. I am going to dress up like that angry gamer that I do on my skits on my gaming channel. If you may know Thunder Boy, so I am going to go in disguise and I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to do the show business basically. I had released 16 episodes of the Angry Gamer skits where I dress up in my Thunder Boy outfit and I go in front of the computer and pretending I'm raging at a game, ranting about different topics and like smashing the keyboards, something like that, like I'm losing the level of a cut the rope game, any sort. But that's the guy that I am going to, that's the kind of character I am going to appear to be on the opening ceremony of NM2F 24. And in 2024, one side it's been the J&J episodes. It will have been as well me performing on stage in the concert. But other than that, just so many fights, like way too many fights, and especially 2 times where I got into a fight while having a driving class. But the one that still puts me the most into it was January 2nd, when it all came to just curtains. And basically that was the day that I had lost my old iPad. Like it came to a point I couldn't tolerate, and I threw my iPad to the floor and it broke and it was unfixable. Like today's December 1st, like that happened on January 2nd, 2024. It's December 1st and it still traumatizes me to think of it. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, maybe you don't, but for those that do follow me on Instagram, after that traumatizing event on January 2nd this year, I made a post saying I missed 2023 already. And one of my friends said, 2024 is going to be your year, Mr. Different. Yeah, right. Pretty bullshit. Well, actually, I did like the months of April to July and the first half of August, especially that time that, mom went on vacation to Denver. But other than that, it was way too rough, way too many fights, and way too many deceits. And it was insane. But it's like a thing that comes and goes pretty much. Like one day you get a fever, you get a stuffed nose, like it comes and goes. It might attack you so hard, but then it stops attacking you. Unlike a wild animal that you might encounter in the nowhere of the woods. But the other day I did bring up this thing like expectations, where you might expect something to be good but it doesn't turn out that way, but you don't have, like, because I did bring up the fact that for me 2025 is just going to be a year. So I'm not saying that 2025 is going to be my year. I'm not even saying that 2026 is going to be my year, nor 2027 or 28 or 29 or 30 or 31 or 32. I'm looking the most forward to 2033. That's going to be my year. 2033 is going to be my year, because I'll be 31 then. Anyway, so after having a long talk of that, yesterday, I know I was supposed to say this in like the first moments of the video, which I almost always do anyway, but we did go to the auto show, and for most of the 37-minute portion of the video, we took a tour around the halls, especially that area that we got to the Toyota quiz, where you had the number come up on the device and you had to guess whether the number would be higher or lower. Whatever that higher or lower game is, at that last part it came to 500,000 and the number raised up to 1 million, and my guess was 690,000. Well, we had like 80% of the people say between 700 and 750K. I said 690K. Turned out to be 1 million at that point. And here's a map of the car show. Yesterday was the third time that I had been to that car show, and only for the first time I got the map, so I'm just gonna show you a little bit here how it is. So here's a brief look at the map of the LA Convention Center here. So over here, got the garage. I don't even get the point of it, what all these areas are for, but there's this digital V-Drive area. I guess that's where you get the testings in these areas that are numbered between 44 and 47. Other than that, you got the convention center here. You get into the South Hall, and basically this is that area that you got in. I watched the quiz, and as you go back, then you get into the Chevrolet section, the Honda section, and all sorts. And then in the West Hall, that's where you got the Kia, the Ford, and all that, which I did go in. There's the food trucks. I haven't been into that, but we did go to the Porsche section as well, and the Monterey Motorsports, which in August of next year they will be organizing such event, right, as well. There's a Tesla section. We haven't been to the Tesla section, and right on the right there, that's where crypto.com arena is. Now here's some of the merchandise, which you can download the LA Auto Show app either on Google Play or on the App Store. So you can download it on your phone, and you can buy any of the merchandise here, including these hats and these shirts. And on the left side here, whoa, I wouldn't have even thought of this because I didn't even see it, but thrill rides. I mean, yes, but I have saw many of these cars go up like the bridge and then go downhill. I mean, there was that part of the car show where there was a series of cars riding up what was like a seesaw, and then the car came past the middle, and then it was tilted to the downside, and then the car went down and a seesaw went back. So it was like a seesaw ride, actually. That was kind of crazy, but I would never have thought anything quite like this. Like, you see this Jeep is going up these stairs. I would barely imagine what it'd be like. It's kind of like elevator surfing, you know. There's Monterey Motorsports Festival Concours right here too. So this is basically something that's going to be taking place, and also this Lamborghini. So that's going to be a part of next year's show as well. And this is where you get the testing area outside of the convention center. And yeah, that's the map for the LA Auto Show. Well, didn't get the calendar because there wasn't uh, even a single copy because they have never even released the calendars that I had got from that same convention center the last two times. I guess it's not a big deal, but we'll be looking through eBay. If Galpin does release the 2025 version of the car calendars, then potentially we'll order it from eBay. It should come up at any point. But if Galpin doesn't release it, then maybe you might be working on something. Maybe you might. I'm just joking. But maybe it's just like a year off, maybe you're just into designing something else. Because in the mall that's nearby, I look at the set of calendars that have a cartoon cover. Like there can be a Sonic cover for the 2025 calendars. It can even be a music album, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, speaking about the car show, yesterday was the second to the last day of the event. Today is the last day of the 10-day period for the 2024 LA Auto Show. As you know, it's a 10-day thing that would usually start on the third Friday of November and would end on what would be the last Sunday of November. But nevertheless, we got the target, and now I can put the check on that. And that does it for today's vlog episode. It's yet early. That was a really, really quick vlog. The time is 11:58. I had started a vlog at 11:15. And I am going to start, as I was talking about earlier this week, I am starting something new on my gaming channel, which is that Jawson Joker Jaw skit. So I am going to start that on my gaming channel today. And I am going to end this vlog now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.